especially when you're young, you know. It's at a certain point you're going to fall in love with one sport and probably lock in and specify in that one sport. But when you're a kid, you should just be out there just playing everything. I
probably
agree.
Lock in.
When did you know basketball was it for you?
In that one sport. But when you're a kid, you should just be out there.
Eighth grade, 8th or 9th grade.
Lock in.
When did you know basketball
I
was
played
it for you?
baseball, soccer, and basketball growing
when you're a
up,
kid,
like
you should just
organized.
be 8th grade, 8th or 9th grade. Lock in.
When did you know
I'll finish the story after this little right here.
basketball was it for you?
Soccer, and basketball growing
When you're a
up.
kid,
Swing
you
and a
should
miss.
just be 8th grade, 8th or 9th grade. Lock
In 8th grade, my
When did you know
soccer
I'll finish the
team
story after this.
went
Right
0 and 18.
Basketball was it for you? Wow.
We lost one game 16-0 in soccer. And it was at that moment, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick to basketball. It became pretty obvious.
You couldn't have been that bad.
Oh, we were horrible. Also, I was on the B2 team, so there's like an A team, which is like the best kids. It was like B1, B2, B3, because they didn't want the kids to feel bad if you were on like the D team.
So they just numbered the
So
B's.
I was on the B2 team, which is essentially the C team. You know, the writing was on the wall.
Well, clearly you made the right choice. Basketball working out for you. Similar to you know, dribbling, working on dribbling skills in your parents' basement. A lot of kids who play cricket,
Well,
they
clearly
actually
you made
put
the
a
right
ball
choice.
in a sock.
Basketball working out
and
for
they hang
you.
it off.
Similar to you know, dribbling, working on
You're
dribbling
batting
skills
away at it
in your parents' basement. A lot of
Yep,
kids who
having
play
the right
cricket,
mix of
clearly you made the right
in-game
choice.
competition
Basketball working out for you.
skill-specific drills and so
Yeah.
forth.
Similar to you know, dribbling, working on
You're
batting
all
away
one
at
or
it
the
in your
other.
parents'
Yeah, you
basement. A lot of
gotta do-
kids who
having the
play
right
cricket,
mix of
clearly you made the right choice.
And that comes with
Basketball
proper
working out
coaching.
for
You
you.
talk about growing the game. Part of
Similar
growing the
to
game
you,
is making
you
sure
know,
there's a
dribbling,
network of
working
coaches,
on batting away at it.
coaching all these kids that love the game, cricket, the right way to do things. Perfect practice. Good skills, good habits.
Discipline.
Yep, discipline. Repetition, repetition, repetition.
It used to be very technique heavy, very this is the way and the only way to do it. And now we've really started to revolutionize the way cricket's coached. And we're starting to realize that there's no one set way of doing things. The T20 cricket is partly the reason why it's really
and the
pushed
only
that
way to do it.
momentum.
And now we've
Well, that's pulled, and it's going to be in a gap. That's a
There we
maximum.
go. There's a sixer. Trying to get some momentum going. They're going to need a lot more of those if they're going to try to win this match, but you got to start somewhere.
A bit short from Karan Casey, and sat up nicely for Shoaib Khan as he pulls it away for 6 runs. End of the third, Oman 17 for 2. Karan Casey, after bowling 5 decent deliveries, going for 6 runs at the end of the over. Tough on a bowler, isn't it, when you've been so consistent for almost the whole over until that last ball ends up messing up your economy rate.
I mean, luckily they scored so many runs. You know, you can afford that in this match at least. What you don't want is Oman start stringing some together and getting momentum and confidence, which is exactly what Nepal did in those last few overs. Back on track.
Pegging away with wickets at the right time makes a big difference. Exactly what we saw Canada do yesterday against Nepal. It was a small total that Nepal was chasing, 124 runs. Should have been a cakewalk. But unfortunately, between decent bowling and some poor shot selection, they just couldn't quite cross that line yesterday.
I'd say better than decent bowling. And granted, I'm no expert on it, but every single bowler for Canada seemed to step up in big moments.
Well, using his feet down the track. And the accuracy continues from the fielding. Nepal's so good in the field. They're so quick.
had great positioning, too. Their strategy has been on point through these first 3+ overs. Nothing's really got by them.
Well, the keeper's decided to come up to the stumps. He's just asked for his helmet. Oh, and that ball, how has it missed the top of those stumps?
So close.
Good strategy, this. They saw some use of the feet down the track, and they've decided we're going to bring the keeper up to try and...
Take a look at that. Ooh, hit him in the leg.
Just try and keep...
How
the
bad
batter
does that
in
hurt?
lines.
You play cricket at a high level.
Yeah, if it misses those thigh pads, it does hurt.
Yeah.
It leaves a good shiner,
I
actually. Sensitive parts, your thighs, you know?
Yep. Nice little Charlie horse.
And the women don't really have to worry too much about the straighter ones.
Yep.
But I've seen guys go down pretty quick when it's in the crown jewel area. Just a bunch of weaklings.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Just thinking about that is making me cringe.
It does look pretty painful. I'm not really sure what the feeling's like, but all I've got to say is toughen up, boys.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Slower ball. Good deceiving ball here from Dekal.
That was a changeup.
Took the pace right off. Just a bit down leg. I wanted to try and get it a little bit straighter.
Now, when he pitches it, does the person behind the wicket know what's coming? Do they have a signal?
Sometimes. I think with spinners, you're more likely to get one. Typically, the keepers watch the ball right out of the hands. I mean, they're in the action every single delivery of the innings. Which is why when you're keeping in a team setting that's new, it's very tricky. Good quiet over here from Dekal, just one coming off of it. 4 overs gone, 18 for 2.
TD is supporting cricket in more ways than ever. Because we believe Canada needs more cricket.